So I'm trying to duplicate my berries, and I don't know if this is exactly how you do it with blueberries. I know it worked with currants, so I'll show you what I've done with the currants, but I'm trying to duplicate these bushes because they give amazing blueberries. They're nice, they're big, they're full, like they're just delicious. What I'm gonna do is look for some softwood, and then I'll give it a cut. And what I was doing with the currants was taking off all the leaves. And I'll take another clipping of the currant bushes just to show you, because I already started and I have some currant bushes that have rooted. And once you're done that, if you're not going to be back inside right away, you just put it in a baggie. So I'll take a few clippings of the softwood cuttings, and there's a dragonfly caught in there. And I'll go ahead and I will remove all except for the top leaves. And I'll cut this down just a little bit shorter. And then into the baggie it goes. So I'm just going to be collecting some currant and some blueberry clippings today, and then I'll show you where the currants are at in a minute. So I'm at the currant bush. This bush isn't doing too bad, but I have another bush over here that was flattened by a skid previous to us moving here. So I wanted to try and save them and duplicate them. So these aren't green, the stems aren't green anymore on the currant bushes, but I did just do a whole bunch of currant rootings and they all took. So I'm going to take some more. As you can see, this here is an old wood branch. I don't know, let's see if I can, so you can see the different color. This is old wood here, and then this here is this year's wood. So I'm going to take a couple clippings off of this year's wood, and just like I did with the blueberries, I'm just going to keep the top leaves on and strip the leaves down, just so you have something like this. Okay, so earlier we were over in the blueberry and currant bush area, and we took some clippings of the blueberries, so I have these here. And we also took, just for demonstration purposes, I took a clipping of one of our black currant bushes. So I don't know if the way I'm going to do this works with the blueberries, because this, I haven't tried it yet, but about, I'm going to say it was about a week and a half ago, I did take a bunch of clippings from my currant bush, and I did try two different methods to root them, and one method was 100% success, and the other method we're going to figure out together how well it worked, which is just potting them into some moist soil. And I mean, the leaves are still green, so that's a good sign. I don't know if it's 100% success rate, but I'll pull these out of the water so you can just see. I have one bush, one clipping, that the roots are just starting. I can see them just right in here. And then the rest of them, they all, here, I'll bring this in closer, they all have roots. So now that they have some roots, they're going to need some nutrients. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in some potting soil, and from there we'll see how well it takes off. I don't want these to be out of water for too long, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them back in here. There we go. I also tried it with some of my tomato plants, more so for next year because I plan to have the greenhouse up and running. And I wanted to propagate some of the tomatoes off of suckers that come onto the tomato plant. So look at these crazy roots. Isn't that amazing? That's just putting some of the suckers that you would clip off anyways into water, and this is less than, I'm gonna say this is about a week's worth. Maybe 8 or 9 days, but that's amazing. So I'm gonna try something over the winter. I'm just gonna take off any flowers that are starting to come. But I'm gonna try something over the winter. I have some grow lights, and we'll see if we get tomatoes over them. I don't even know how the grow lights will do on our solar system, but we will see what they do over the winter, if anything at all. But I love experimenting with gardening. A lot of people tell me they don't have a green thumb and, you know, they wish they can garden like I do. I really don't have a clue 80% of the time of what I'm doing. I know a few basics, but I started small and I just got and grew, or I just grew and grew and grew. So I have no idea what I'm doing with these blueberries, and if it doesn't work, that's okay. If it does, then I'm gonna have some more blueberry plants. So what I guess we could do is, this has to go back in water, is I'm going to see if this method of just putting them in some potting soil and making sure they were watered pretty much every day. I didn't water them today. See how well the root systems took. So I don't want to disturb the roots too much. Maybe instead of getting, I never wear gloves when I garden, but I always hate the aftermath of trying to get the dirt out of your nails. So let's see if I can be good this time. But I can almost guarantee by the end of the video I'm gonna have these gloves off and my hands dirty anyways, without even knowing I'm doing it. So, oh, this one feels like it has some roots. Well, there's a couple there, but I don't know how well you can see them. There's a couple, but it's not got the roots like the water does, but that's just one. Let's pull a couple more out and see. Oh, this one's got some good roots. There you go. So that one's got some good roots. And I did try on both ways. One of my chickens is balking over there. On both ways, I did try to do it without a leaf, just the bark. So that one, I don't know how well you could see it, that one indeed did root. So far we're at 100%. Nope, there's no roots on this one. And there's some faint roots on, whoops, on this one, so that's good. And this one already had some roots, so it looked like it had started rooting in the ground where I took it from. So this one has quite a bit of roots. It had a little bit of a head start, so that's awesome. So far we got one. Oh, this one as well. This one has some roots. Awesome sauce. And then I do have one in here. It looks like it's dying, but it's got some roots. It's very, very small, but it has some roots. I don't ever try to put dry soil into a pot like this, plant my thing, and then water it, because the water tends to float on top. So a secret that I learned is make sure your soil is moist before, or wet it down so it's not so dry before planting the plant, and then it helps to prevent the water from floating on top, and it gets down to the roots where it needs to go. Alright, so I'm gonna set up for the next step and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I have everything set up. I have two pots that I'm going to place my currant bush rootings or clippings or whatnot into, and I'm just gonna try to see how well they do. I don't know honestly what the next stage is from here. All I know is they need to get into some soil because they need some nutrients now that they have some roots. So I've already taken off my gloves and I don't know where they are. So I promised earlier that I am indeed going to get my hands dirty, which now I am. So all I'm gonna do is just poke holes in the soil here, just because I don't want to disturb the roots that I've already created. So I pre-moistened the soil. I think I already said that, but I went ahead and pre-moistened the soil And now we're just making some temporary homes for these guys. So I'll go ahead and plant them in and then tuck them in. I'm going to do this one here, the lighter color one, for reference for myself. I'm going to do the strongest of all the roots here. And then in this one, I'll put the roots that were a little bit weaker. Tuck that in. Tuck that in. Actually, this one here has got a little curve, so I'm gonna clip off the bottom part that's making it curve and just place it in there. And I think I have room for one or two more. That goes there. This one can go in here. But again, with this one, this was the stronger root one, I am going to clip off some of the old wood, and also that has a side shoot here, so I'll clip that off. And I'm going to plant this one in the center. And I think that's going to be all for this one. You know what? I'll put one more. And that way it has 7. So at this stage of the game, I'm going to let them grow up in here a little bit. And the only thing I'm not sure of is whether I plant them before winter or after winter, so in the spring next year. So I'll do a little bit of research on that and let you know what I decide I'm going to do. Maybe before I post this video, I will research it and put in a little caption right here. Okay, and then these guys are just, I won't bore you with planting them. I'll plant them after the video here. They'll be the ones that are a little bit weaker of roots. So I'll set that aside. And then for the blueberries that we cut today, all I'm going to do, I've decided, instead of putting them in, trying to find my shoe, it fell off and either the dog or the chicken took it away. But all I'm going to do for the blueberry and the blackberry bushes that I took clippings from is just set them in water and put them in the kitchen window. The reason I like this method the most is because the whole time the currant bushes were making roots, I could see them. I could keep track if there was any bark that was rotting. I could see the roots coming, and it seems like they have stronger roots in a quicker amount of time. I'm sure if I took and left the ones that were in the pot earlier originally, if I'd left them longer, they would have established great roots, and I could have kind of kept track by the way their leaves looked or if they were producing new growth. But I like this method better. It helps me to pay attention to them more because I'm always at the kitchen window and I get to see if it is indeed taking. So if these guys don't take, what I can do is then kind of cut down the parts that rot at the very bottom, and then I can put them into soil. I know at this stage of the game, if you were to use rooting hormone powder, I think that's what it's called, you could dip it right into the soil, but I'm trying to avoid that. So I know there's some plants that you can plant with the blueberry plants, or any plants for that matter, to help promote rooting, but I'm just going to try this method and see how well it takes. and joy. For me, it's country, it's nature, it's God, and I wish that for everybody. But don't be afraid. Listen to his voice sometimes. You never know where it's going to bring you. You never know the relationships that you're going to build. You never know the people that you're going to be able to help if you always live in the what if. What if, what if, what if. There was thousands of what ifs with me and coming here.